Max, can you hear me? Hello?
Dane, are you able to hear me now?
I could hear you before, but you couldn't hear me.
Any luck, Dane? This is probably on my end. Nothing.
Dane, you able to hear me?
I can hear you.
Okay, great. I apologize, Your Honor, if you're listening to this. I think I just called him from my phone, Dane, so we should be all set now.
Okay.
see. Everybody hear me okay?
Yes, Your Honor, we can hear you good.
Great. Got applicant, PPRP, staff, OPC, and Mr. and Mrs. Court Reporter. Are we ready to go?
Yes, we're ready to go. Thank you.
All right. Thank you. All right. We are on the record. My name is Chuck McLean. I'm the Chief Public Utility Law Judge at the Maryland Public Service Commission. It's July 10th, 2023. We're conducting a virtual public hearing in case number 9694, which is captioned Kumquat and Citron Cleantech LLC's application for a certificate of public convenience and necessity to construct a 7.2 megawatt solar photovoltaic generating facility in Wacomico County, Maryland. The purpose of this evening's hearing is to provide the public an overview of the project, as well as an opportunity to comment on the project and make me and the parties aware of any issues that they may have. I know no one has signed up to speak tonight. However, for those watching at home or who may watch later, you may e-file comments through the Commission's public comment system, which can be accessed through the Commission's website at www.psc.state.md.us. Instructions for logging on to into the public comment system are located under the Tools section of the website under Make a Public Comment tab. You may also file written comments by sending them directly to the Maryland Public Service Commission. Attention, Andrew Johnston, Executive Secretary, 6 St. Paul Street, 16th floor, Baltimore, Maryland, 21202. And please ensure that you reference case number 9694. All the documents that have been filed thus far in the case are available on the Commission's website simply by clicking on the case/mail log portal and typing in 9694 into the case search tab. Additionally, copies of the application are available to the public at the Wacomico County Department of Planning, Zoning, and Community Development, located at 125 Division Street, room 203 in Salisbury, Maryland. In terms of where this case sits procedurally, the applicant's direct testimony is due on July 18th, 2023, and the Department of Natural Resources Power Plant Research Program, the Office of People's Counsel, and the Commission's staff testimony is due on October 30th, 2023. A second public comment hearing, which will be held in person, will be scheduled for the week of November 6th, 2023, with the time and location to be determined. And please note that all comments I receive, whether they be verbal or written, will be considered when I issue my order. Before I turn it over to Mr. Cook for a brief presentation, I'd just like to briefly introduce the parties. For the applicant, we have Max Cook, who's an attorney representing Kumquat and Citron Cleantech. For PPRP, we have Steve Tolson. He's an assistant attorney general, and he represents the Department of Natural Resources Power Plant Research Program, which is responsible for coordinating the 7 different state agencies in reviewing CPCNs and making recommendations. For staff, we have Hunter Davis, and staff is responsible for reviewing the project's impact on the stability and reliability, on the distribution grid. Finally, we have Ryan Sue. Did I pronounce that correct, sir?
Sure, Your Honor, but no problem.
Well, no. Well, what's the proper pronunciation, sir?
Shu, like
Shu. My apologies, sir.
There you go.
We have Ryan Shu. He is an attorney with the Office of People's Counsel, which is an independent state agency that represents all Maryland's residential ratepayers' interests. And with that, I turn it over to Mr. Cook. You're muted, sir. I can't hear you now. Okay, so I'm not alone here.
Can anyone hear me?
Oh, we got you now, sir.
I apologize for that. I'm having some technical issues.
It's okay. It wouldn't be a virtual hearing if someone didn't have an issue, so you're not alone.
Well, thank you, Your Honor, and thank you to all those attending online this evening. As Your Honor noted, my name is Max Cook, and I'm counsel on behalf of the applicant, Kumquat and Citron Cleantech LLC. I'm also joined by Mr. Muthana Abu Hamid, the project manager for the applicant, Additionally, I'm joined by Mr. Dane Bauer and Ms. Melissa Hall from H&B Solutions, the environmental consultants for the project. I will now pass it over to Mr. Dane Bauer, who's dialed in due to some internet issues as well, and he will provide an environmental overview of the project. Thank you.
Hi, Your Honor. This is Dane Bauer. Can you all hear me?
Loud and clear, sir.
So H&B Solutions works with utility scale solar project clients. And typically what we do is we manage the technical team and we assist Gordon Feinblatt with the preparation of the application for the CPCN license, and we prepare the environmental review document. I'm going to give you a quick overview for the record. Several interesting points. First, one of the reasons the project was located here is it's close to the Kumquat project, which was previously approved by the county and installed. And when they did that, Chop Tank extended distribution line down Conley Mill Road, which is within several hundred feet of this project. And the other reason is the project area site is zoned industrial, I-2. And the county has indicated that it does not require a special exception in this location, which is near other manufacturing and industrial facilities, that it doesn't need a special exception. The neighboring properties include a conveyor of plastics and an asphalt plant called Allen Myers Delmar Asphalt Plant. Environmentally, this is a flat site. It has 0 to 5% grade. We will achieve stormwater management by non-rooftop disconnect credits. No other facilities will be needed. We won't need a dewatering permit from the Department of the Environment either. When we're installing cable, sometimes you run into high groundwater. The groundwater is exceptionally deep on this site, and the Maryland Department of the Environment issued us an exemption for that reason. We will be cutting some trees in order to make room for the capacity that the facility needs to generate. It's approximately 3 acres. The client has a plan in place. They own their own forest mitigation bank on Morris Road. Additionally, environmentally, this is not in a Tier 2 watershed, which is high quality waters that would be protected by anti-degradation laws. It's not in the critical area of the Chesapeake Bay program. According to the FEMA firm maps, it's not in a floodplain. And there are, on review of the wetlands, which we did a site visit with the Maryland Department of the Environment, there are no wetlands on site. There are no streams. There's only one drainage ditch. And the project is staying 10 feet away from that. We got a letter from Maryland Historic Trust, and they said there are no historic properties. We got other correspondence from the Department of Natural Resources and U.S. Fish and Wildlife, and both of those agencies said there are no rare, threatened, or endangered species. There are some setbacks. From the road, it's 75 foot from the center line. There's a 50-foot building setback. Within the building setback, you can put a landscape buffer. We have planned to put a landscape buffer in, which would be 20 feet wide. And I already mentioned that the point of interconnection is very close on Conley Mill Road. I didn't mention that we will be making that connection through a directional drilling process. So we will be avoiding any environmental features that might be in that corridor. That completes my overview of the project. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Bauer. Mr. Cook, anything else, sir?
No, Your Honor, that concludes our presentation.
Thank you very much. Anything from the other parties?
No, Your Honor.
So, all right.
No,
All right. Well, all right. Thank you very much, everyone. That's all we have tonight, and I'll look forward to the applicant's testimony to be filed next week, and we'll see everyone again sometime in November.
Thank you, Your Honor. Good evening.
All right. Thank you. Good evening. We're off the record.
Thank you.
Thank you.